professional that we want on the show today. So I'll start with my questions. So during this pandemic, what are some challenges parents may face trying to get their children to learn online now at home? We were supposed to have Melania online with us. She is currently under quarantine, and but she's trying to get on. So hopefully if her internet is connected for her, she will jump on with us. But she has sent her notes. I know you have so much. I will listen to you first and then add Melania's point to it if we do have the time. So once again, what are some challenges parents may face today during this pandemic, trying to help our children learn from online?
That's a good one. I'm going to be using the second person in this term, assuming that you're listening to me now, are parents who have kids with special needs. Normally, parents know their kids more and better, way better than we, the teachers, do. But the way it is now, the difference is going to be you, the parent, you're going to be playing double role now. As a parent, number one, and as a teacher, number two. Special needs students are used to certain behaviors, either at home or in the classroom and that kind of stuff. But it is up to you, the parent now, to be able to separate home from school.
Wow, that's great.
Friends, once they are there with you, because they've been there with you throughout the vacation time, and now it's reopening. So let them know the difference that, okay, vacation time is over. Now we are going to go to school. If I mention it, IEP, it means some educational plan that has been designed by a committee, not only the teacher. The teacher put up his suggestions, his input, which covers majority of it, but the committee has to agree to what has been said, and they all put their signatures on top and make it a plan that he's going to adhere to be able to succeed in that class. Please get with the teacher and then ask her or him to give you another copy so that you'll be able to be on top of the IEP, which will help a lot. I hope I did answer that question.
Yes, you did. Wow. So the IEP also blends in well with the note Melania had here. She's saying that some children are now anxious and depressed because they don't know what the future holds. And so the parent need to contact the school because when the kids are in school, they have specialized program for every child with IEP. So contact the school and find out what the individualized education plan of the child is and get hold of it. And then she said, if you lack computer knowledge, which a lot of parents do now, your kids are doing online schooling, but you don't know how to operate a computer. That means that the parents need to contact the school for support. And also the parents need to ensure that they communicate with other parents for support. I really like that. So it really ties in with your point of getting the children following the IEP, the individualized education plan that the school has for the child. I have another one following that, and that question is, how could some of these challenges be managed at home? So challenges of not knowing what to do as the parent is now the teacher. How can we manage some of these challenges at home?
Let's assume that what we are dealing with today refers to only those kids who will be taking virtual classes at home. Because now over here, some of the schools, they have virtual classes and then they have in-person classes for some of the kids. So this particular day, whatever we are studying here is for those who are going to be staying at home. If they go to the school, the teacher will take over as normal. the summer vacation ended yesterday. So today we are in the classroom. So you set the kid up. Here are some of the preparations. Let him get to bed early in the night. Give him some nice dinner so that he can go to bed early that night. Let him get off, try to wean him off from the computers, but try to wean them off nicely so that they will know the difference between school time and home time. When they wake up in the morning, get them some nice breakfast, not too heavy, so that they won't sleep on you. You prepare them and have them dressed in their school uniform. Say, for instance, yesterday they were dressed casually, whatever it is. They don't even care. But today, let them know that today is a school day, so they have to dress in the school uniform. Wherever you have a desk and a chair, put them over there, get their exercise books or notepads with them, and then you set them up with their computers. When you are setting them up for school, just give them their school lunch box too. Let them know that this is school day. It's not like you can just get up and go open the refrigerator and get you something to eat. No, this is a school setup. So you sit down until I tell you it's time to go to lunch. And even those of them who takes their second part of the medication in school, because some of these kids, they have medications that they take maybe 3 times in a day. And so when the time comes for his second medication, you can even just go around, dress up like a nurse and say, hey, now it's time to go to the nurse for your medication. Did you forget? Something that will cause his laughter. Mm-hmm. That's what you want to do. Bring some enjoyment in what you're doing with him. Let him get attached to that. And after that, you can go take off your nurse's uniform and then take your teacher dresses up. You're in the classroom, back in the classroom. Now, the same way during lunchtime, you say, okay, now let's go to lunch. Get him out from around the computer to another eating area so that he will take his lunch. I mean, do as if he was in the classroom setting.
Wow. I like that. Yes. And that's exactly what Millennia sent also, saying that you need to adjust your schedule as you go. And then the other point she kept saying to us that show love. She said love and empathy in everything with a special need child. So far as you're showing love and empathy and making the whole process a joyful one, it shouldn't be a strict environment to say, oh, other children are A students, so you too need to be an A student, or other children are doing science now, so let's jump on to science. So far as the whole process is with empathy and love and joyful, they will learn. So, well, thank you so much. I have a third question here, and Mr. Houghton will be asking that. He said he need to ask one question at least.
Hello,
okay, please, Mr. Houghton.
Alex also.
Give me a short question that I can answer, please.
My question is, what are some coping mechanisms we can share with parents to apply at home with a special needs child?
Oh, a good one. This, I know I can pass it. Thank you very much for your question. Coping is dependent on each individual. That's what I see it. But what I can say to you parents is strictly adhere to what has been laid down in the child's IEP. Back to the IEP. Remember, if the child sees a little difference in what you are trying to get him to do from what he's used to in school, I mean, it's going to cause some tantrums. If we strictly adhere to the IEP, then he's going to say, ma'am, how did you know that? Because my teacher has been doing this all the time. Then you say, yes, I've been learning from your teacher. There's no magic wand that works magic for every kid. even two kids with the same diagnosis and taking the same medication for their something, each one has a different IEP, which their behavior is different.
Yes.
And therefore, if you keep to the IEP, that would be nice. And plus, there are certain things that interest certain kids. And like I said before, you being the parent already knows what your child likes or what he doesn't like. Some of them, it doesn't matter. Said classes is going on, class is in session, but if your kid begins to put up some tantrums, not refusing to do certain things that has been laid down, you can just say, did you forget about they say what do you call it? PlayStation what? What number? As if you don't know. You say PlayStation 5. You say, but the one you have is only PlayStation 4. So you want me to buy you PlayStation 5 during Christmas time? You say, yes. Say you're taking his mind from the problems to help him get out of whatever he was doing. And sometimes it could be a baby's toy. He said, okay, go take that your toy and play with it for 3 minutes. Okay, let's make it 2 minutes. How about 1 minute? Something to get his mind off whatever he was refusing to do. And then you can get him to do your work for you.
Wow. Well, let me add to that. Melania's point that she sent was that you use checkers. She said record positive behaviors when the child is misbehaving or has behavior issues, rather than say, oh, you did wrong, so today you are going to be punished for this, or you don't get 2 hours or 2 minutes or 20 minutes of computer time or your iPad or iPod. Rather than saying you will be punished, rather record the positive behavior. She said, put checkpoints for every positive behavior the child does at home. So if they read their book, say, oh, I really like the fact that you read your book today. So you get a check mark for reading your book. And anything positive, put a check mark on it. But the negative, you correct it right away. So correct the negative behavior right away, but the positive ones, you put check mark to it. And I like that. It really ties in really well with your point there.